Hello, Boozy Crew. Okay, we are on step 7 of our 21 ways to read a tarot card. This time we're going to be talking about synthesis. So, this was kind of a dense chapter in the book. It gets a little heavy. So, what you will find in the tarot world is there are some people who get really, really, really deep. And I think that's awesome. My feeling is like when you get that deep, it's more for academic purposes. It doesn't necessarily translate into a great one-on-one reading, um, in my opinion. That's my opinion, because it just gets really very heavy. And so that's kind of what this chapter is about. So I'm kind of modifying it for our needs here. Um, so we're going to be talking about synthesis, combining all of these aspects that we have learned up until this point. So the the description, the emotion, the story, numbers, and the modes, suits, and elements. Okay, so here's what she has to say about synthesis. She says, synthesis in a reading involves finding affinities among the different components and determining how they relate in real life events. These are then merged into statements about a person's issue that are more than the simple sum of their parts. This is where tarot starts becoming an art, an intuitive and creative process rather than a mere formula. So, absolutely. It's like, as I've said before, like you can know all the cards, you can, you know, pull the three of wands and be like, okay, you are waiting. You are looking towards the future. The ships are coming in. You know that much, but it's all of the other vibes, the juju, all of that stuff that makes for a layered, emotional, intriguing reading. So combining all of this stuff, right? So what she suggests doing for an activity is she pulled 3 cards for this exercise. Page of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. And so we're going to look at those about synthesizing. So what does that mean? So we're going to consider the aspects of each card. So with the Page of Swords, we know it's a page. Not Page of Pentacles, sorry. We know it's a page. We know it's the suit of Pentacles. So using like the keywords, using the suit, using the elements, what are we going to say about this card and all the other cards? All right, so let me just flip over to this. So here's what she has to say about the Page of Pentacles. Someone who is naive about finances, a part of the self that is open or a student of to material results, bringing a message from the body, acting secure about one's craftsmanship. So we get that because the page is that learning, that naivete, and then the pentacles are that real world stuff, the finances, the body. So incorporating those elements. For the 8 of Swords, so we have this woman, she's tied up, she's got the blindfold on, surrounded by the swords, castle in the background, a little bit of water here, so a little bit of emotion, very gray, right? So we're going to combine these elements. So we have the 8, which is um like evaluating, reassessing, uh taking in information and kind of getting a new perspective on things, right? And then we have the swords, the thinking mind, anxieties, worries, stress. So what does she have to say about this card? A situation involving a reevaluation of attitudes and beliefs, an adjustment in strategy, progress through mental tests. Okay, and then the Ace of Cups. So we know it's an ace. That's a new beginning, a clean slate, a fresh start. The hand, this is like something being given to you. The cups are the emotions, relationships. We have the dove and the host with like a spiritual relationship to it. So for this, she says new beginnings and great potential in the sphere of love, dreams, imagination, and nurturance. So this is a way, just another way to get familiar with the cards. You can memorize the cards, or you can get familiar with the aspects. You can get familiar with the numbers, with the suit, and see how that comes into your readings from there. So another thing she suggests, lay out all the cards from one of the suits, synthesize them into a single storyline that goes through the suit in numerical order using your number and suit keywords together with the details from the pictures, which is very helpful. I don't know if we talked about that last time. I think I might have mentioned that. That is a fun exercise. And then you can also do that with the major arcana, with the Fool's Journey, starting with the Fool, going through the world, lay them out and make a story for yourself. See what that looks like to you. Not, you're gonna find plenty of books, videos about the Fool's Journey, what it is, but don't do that. Do what it means to you and see what comes up. So this is a beginning of, now that we're a little familiar with the cards, this is how we start to tell the story. That's always the big question in my classes. Yes, I know the cards, but how do I make them flow? This is the beginning of that. So try this. See what you think of that. Pull a couple cards, look at the number, look at the suit, and tell a story. And let me know in the comments. Have a good day.